So I'm currently chowing down on some nuggets, and I am kind of embarrassed. I also have a frozen slush, and I'm kind of embarrassed because I just fainted at a show. I went to see Destroy Boys, and their pit was like so like not good vibes, and like it was so hot in there as well, and I fainted, and it was kind of embarrassing. I didn't faint in the pit because I'm not a pussy. I fainted like a bitch outside. I just got to a McDonald's. I fainted. Someone was crowd surfing, and they bonked me in the head with their boot, and it kind of rattled my brain, and so I kind of like just moved off to the side instead of being in the pit. Immediately I really did not feel good. I was like just trying to ride it out because it was really packed, and I knew I wasn't gonna really make it through that crowd. So I was waiting until after the set to like move through the crowd, and then I saw this kid. But after I got my head bonked, blood all over his face. It was like a massacre. It was really not good. I haven't been, and also the vibes, like the demographic was like 18 to 20. It is not me. I will not disclose my age, but it's not me. And so it's a bunch of kids. And it's a bunch of kids like acting a fool. It was so not good. Like, I know the etiquette of like going to shows and stuff because I go to them often. And so like if you see someone get hit in the head, like I got hit in the head. Like this girl, she was looking at me after I got hit, and she was like, well, she didn't do anything about it. Like the etiquette is you see someone get knocked or even like hit in the face or whatever, like hammered like by accident, you know, and you're like, if you are able to, you just go over and you're like, are you okay? She didn't say anything to me. She's just like and yeah, immediately I didn't feel that great, so I like moved to the side of the pit. I saw this kid who looked like, I can't even describe it. Like he had blood like running, like it was like kind of like a horror movie type vibe. And whatever. I hang around the side of like the crowd, and I still don't feel that great right now, but I'm trying to like eat so that I know it's not, I'm starving, because I may have been a bit hungry as well, because all I had was a turkey sandwich today and like 5 chicken nuggets. Now I'm having 20 more. I just want to make sure I'm okay. But I was hanging around the side of the crowd, and then the next set started going on. I don't know if I felt like I was gonna throw up, but I could feel all the instruments in my body. I was like, I don't feel good. And so, also, I'm really afraid of getting laced and like having stuff put in my drink, and I had a drink with me. It was a bitch ass seltzer. It was a seltzer. So, yeah. But I was like, maybe it was laced. And then I was like, I have to go downstairs, because it was at Irving Plaza. I'm so embarrassed. I go downstairs. I'm like, can I re-enter if I just go and hang out outside. I just need some air. There's no re-entry. I was like, I just need some air. I was like acting so like I was gonna faint. I'm very prone to fainting. I had an ED growing up, and so I wouldn't drink water, or like I just wouldn't really drink stuff. I would just consume a lot of caffeine and not eat enough, and then I would faint. And so I went to the show by myself, by the way, because nobody in my life wanted to go, so I just went by myself. I've gone to a show by myself before, so I just love a good time. And security's outside, and I'm like, she's like, oh, like the woman in between, she's like, you should go ask security, maybe they'll let you in if you can just stand out there with security. I'm like, okay. And I go out there, and I'm like, yeah, I don't feel too great, like I just need some air. I just need to get some air. I got hit in the head. I need to get some air. And the security's like, okay, blah 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 blah, and she's talking to me, and I'm literally just like my head's probably like this, and I'm like, I just drop. I kind of black out. Like it kind of gave me a feeling of like when you have the anesthesia, when you get your wisdom teeth removed. Like I don't really remember what happened. I just know I kept saying like where I was from, and I kept saying this is where I'm from, and I got hit in the head. In case like I don't know if they had to like in my head I'm like, oh, like if they have to get an ambulance, like maybe they'll take me back to where I am from, or like where I live. Just drop me off, you know. And yeah, and so I didn't even get to see Destroy Boys. I ended up hanging out in like the lounge below Irving Plaza, sorry. I kept saying Irvington. I may have a concussion, I don't know, I need to go home. I just thought I would. I need to check my pupils, really. I think I'm okay. Just a little out of it right now, I guess. But I'm like such a comedian, because I fell, and the first thing that I like say to them is like, did I fall gracefully? And they're like, actually, yeah, you did. Like I kind of knew you were falling, and you kind of just like slowly went down, and then I like helped you get fully down, and so it's pretty graceful from what I heard. And then the second thing was like, I heard an ambulance, and I was like, is that for me? Because I'm like, I don't have my insurance card, and like also an ambulance ride is like over $1,000, so I'm like, I really hope that's not for me. And it wasn't for me, because it was literally like seconds, like not seconds, it was maybe like a minute. I was like kind of like really out of it, and so like you're not gonna get an ambulance in a minute in New York City, so that's that. That was so scary. But I'm like, is that for me? Like, I don't have my insurance card. And they're like, okay, like, no, it's not for you. I'm like, okay. Because I didn't bring my insurance card. I'm an idiot. Whatever, I have my license on me. But I was gonna lie. Like, if an ambulance were to be there for me, I would say I don't have my ID, and I would lie about my name. I don't know how else to get around it. But ended up meeting a friend when so I like hung out outside. I literally fainted in front of people. It wasn't a huge crowd, but I still fainted in front of them. It was me getting bonked. It was the heat in the venue, and then it was me seeing the blood all over that kid's face. That messed me up. That so messed me up. Ugh. And it wasn't good vibes. Like I said, they were young kids. They were idiots. Like, they were trying to figure out the scene, and they just were being so disrespectful and like not looking out for one another. If you want to get involved in a punk scene or a rowdy scene, the first rule is that you look out for one another. So, just in case you're interested in, like, maybe getting involved in something or whatever, you have to look out. Even if it's not your friend, like, if you see someone get, like, hit in the face really hard or, like, fall to the ground, you help them up, and they get hit, you reach out and you're like, are you okay? Or, like, after the pit, like, you saw them get knocked around a bit and you're like, are you good? No one wanted to move. Like, my mom's gonna be so pissed at me. I really hope I don't have a concussion. I drove here. It was maybe like a 5-minute drive from where I had to go, or where I was. I just want to make sure there's something in my system. That was such a fever dream. I literally fainted. That was so embarrassing. Did I fall gracefully? Is that ambulance for me? I don't have my insurance card. That's literally so, like, that's the epitome of me, though. It was so funny. Well, I didn't get to see Destroy Boys, but I made a friend when I was down in the lounge. I'm never, ever going to a rowdy show ever again by myself. Because this was my worst case scenario. Truly. That's my worst case scenario. And I had a feeling something was going to happen. And I was not going to go. I had a weird feeling. I was like, don't go. And then I was like, you're overreacting. You're going to be fine. You've gone to a show by yourself before. Like, it's fine. I fainted. That was not fun. I'm never going to one by myself again. Please hold me to that. I was going to record my day to day as well. I was going to record it to, like, this is how I, like, go to a show by myself. Like, I drink a lot of water. I eat before I go. All I had was a turkey sandwich. And 5 of those Tyson air fried nuggets at home before I left. I'm so lucky. And I had, like, a seltzer. So I don't know if it was, like, a little bit of the alcohol. That also, like, just, I don't know, dehydrated me and made me feel ill. It's such a weird feeling. Well, I don't know if I'll ever go see them again. Just because of that crowd experience. Like, they just were not positive vibes. No positive vibes. But, yep. I fainted. I haven't fainted, and I have not been humbled in that way. Forever. I haven't fainted. I've greened out, and I've, like, kind of blacked out from being drunk, but I haven't, like, I feel dizzy and then drop in, like, a minute. I have not done that. So, probably since, like, high school, I would say. Yeah. So, I've not been humbled in that way, in public, for a while now. So, that was interesting. I'm never going to a rowdy show ever again by myself. Always bring a buddy. Always, you learn this in elementary school. Always have a buddy. I'm kind of a lone wolf sometimes. I love my friends, but just from the past, like, I don't like pushing people to do things. Like, if you don't seem that interested in going when I bring it up, I'm not gonna, like, reach out again about it. Like, you don't seem that interested, so I'm not gonna bother you. I mean, that's a me thing. Maybe that's on me. But my friends didn't seem that interested, And therefore, I just didn't follow up if they wanted to go or not. And I went by myself. And then I ended up getting bonked in the head. I really hope I don't have a concussion. I'll let you know. If I have a concussion, I'll let you know. I'll reach out. I really hope I find out. I don't know. It was, and I'm not, like, it hurt. It was like a Doc Martin, like, it was a boot that hit me in the middle of the head, like, where the babies have the soft spot. That's where it hit me. That hurt. It still hurts if I touch it, but it doesn't hurt if I don't touch it. I love the Story Boys, but that scene, if I ever go to another show that has a type of, like, they're all 18 to 20 years old, that's the demographic, I'm not going in the pit. I'm gonna want to go, but I'm not gonna do it. That's a rule for myself. A regulation. Because I don't want this happening. It was so embarrassing. It was humbling, but really embarrassing. I'm really blessed that this McDonald's was open. Truly blessed. God bless McDonald's. So yeah, I was gonna record this too. I was gonna record my day-to-day, but I was just like my day of going to a show by myself. This is what it's like, because I have a routine. I was gonna record it, but I just, like, I don't know, I had a few things I had to do today, and it just wasn't like my normal routine, which is like, but I did stay hydrated. I did kind of eat, but I guess I didn't eat enough, and then I also got hit in the head, so that'll do it to you. Damn, these kids, they're so disrespectful. I feel like I sound dumb old, but it's the truth. They're so disrespectful. I refuse to go in a pit with that demographic again. I won't do it. It also didn't help today it was really, really, really hot. It was really hot in the tri-state area. And I guess that also didn't help. I can't believe I fainted. That was so embarrassing. But God bless. God bless. I did not faint in the pit, because that would have been so bad. Because I had my bag with me and stuff, and you don't know what could have fallen out, or my phone could have fallen. Stuff could have really happened. I wouldn't have been able to get really home. Like, I don't know. So it's a good thing that I fainted outside. If you feel not good and you're in the pit, leave the pit. Don't stay in there. I know there's so many people, I've been to so many shows, and they faint in the pit, and it's just very dangerous. If you don't feel good, get out of there, or tell people I don't feel good, and they will move. They'll think you're gonna throw up, and they'll move. They'll part for you, so that's a tip. I should have done that. I was trying to get out of there. I should have just said, I don't feel good. And then, like, I know these young kids would have definitely have run. They would have parted like Moses in the Red Sea for me, because they would have been like, I'm not going to see this idiot blow chunks. Just that I would share. Instead of me recording what it's like to go to a show, you pretty much got my worst case scenario. It is what it is. It's kind of nice sharing this with someone. I reached out to a few of my buddies, and I told them what happened. And I told my mom recently what happened as well. Like, I told my mom before I had my dinner, I was like, don't get mad at me, but I did something. And I won't do it ever again. I won't go to a rough show ever by myself ever again. But it's nice to, like, record it. And it's like, I don't know. Sometimes it's fun to post stuff on the internet. Tips, or like what you should learn, lessons learned. If you're gonna be a pit person, you like going to the pit, good vibes, you like getting rowdy, any show you go to, you don't even have to be a pit person. You need to look out for everyone at the show. This is your community. You all are there for the same reason. You need to look out for one another. And if you don't feel good, do not stay in the crowd. Try to get outside if you can, or just like stay on the outskirts of the crowd. It's dangerous. I've seen so many people get pulled out of the crowds and the pits because they faint. They take too much of something, or they mix stuff, or it's heat exhaustion, like they're dehydrated. Yeah. I don't know if there's any other lessons. Hopefully I don't have a concussion. I don't know. I would love to say, oh no I don't, but I don't know if I have one or not. I really got hit hard to the point where I fainted. That's so embarrassing. I'll never get over it. I don't even know if I'll post this because I'm that kind of embarrassed. But yeah, we'll see. Thanks for listening. I love Destroy Boys. I love them. They're so cool. Great music. The scene just isn't for me. But it is what it is. Hopefully I don't have a concussion. Amen. Have a great day. Bye. Hey. So it's Monday and that incident happened on a Friday. So yeah, I don't think I have a concussion. I do have a gnarly lump on my head, but I don't think I have a concussion. I've been just sleeping it off this past weekend, and I started like a new job, and I went in on Sunday for like training, and I never wanted to be one of those people that like start their first day like looking a mess, but that was literally me. I've been experiencing this rash on my face like for the past week. I don't know where it's coming from. I don't know what is happening to me. But I look like a mess, and I never wanted to be one of those people, because I have worked so many retail jobs where like they come in and they're like, I'm pregnant, and then like or something like that, and they just come across like a mess. Like, I need this job because I'm pregnant, and then my boss, like, whatever, she didn't even hire her. That was so rude. Or like stuff like that, like they come in a mess, and I didn't tell them that I fainted and I got my brain rattled or anything like that. I just came in like really spacey and like a mess with my rashy ass face. I can't believe. I don't have a full-time job with benefits. I'm just like doing a bunch of part-time jobs. Please get me a full-time job with benefits. Thank you. But yeah, so I'm back to my weird self. Hey. Being a fucking weirdo, per usual. So I am feeling, I guess, better. I'm so glad I documented that. And looking back on that video, I'm not saying to not go hard in the pit. Go hard in the pit. Just be aware of like your surroundings and like the people around you. And also, speaking of the video, I was like looking at the shows and like whatever, and I'm pretty sure that was a 16 and up show, which explains everything. It explains why like these kids don't really know how to behave in the pit and like take care of one another, because they can't even like take care of themselves. But I don't even know if they were there with like guardians. I think they just could go in. Like, that's crazy. Unsupervised minors? That's scary. They're scary. It was so scary. Oh man. But yeah, I haven't been to one of those shows in a hot minute. And let me tell you, it was scary. Yep. I just got back from training and being at work. And so I just thought I would give you an update before I upload that video with no update. That would be so scary. It's like my ghost uploaded it. No, it's me. So, yep. Just thought I would update you all before posting. Have a great day. Thank you. I hope you were entertained by this. It was pretty scary. It's kind of a funny situation. It is funny. But it was very, very, very scary for me. Because that could have, if I had left the venue, or if I had fainted in the pit, that could have been a really, really scary situation. I'm really glad it happened the way it did. And yeah. I guess that's all for now. I'll see you in the next one. I think, like, talking with people on the internet is so much fun. Posting your life on the internet is so much fun. It's also kind of scary, but it's more fun. So, I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day. Bye.